Hello, I'm David Warren, and this is a Hüten der Erde. It's a forest guardian, and basically he's derived from an extinct animal that was killed by humans, and more in a gaming type way. And the forest is defending itself and decides to resurrect this once guardian that was alive, and using like kind of like a skeleton, but also mixed with petrified wood and leaves and vines and tendrils. And basically, the story also takes place in a world that's old and mythical. It has a lot of interesting legends to it as well. And basically, yeah, this idea came up in my head pretty quickly. Instead of just developing a period of time. But yeah, it kind of took me a long time to do the armature as well.
Could you rotate it around
yeah.
so you can see it?
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful from this angle. That helps.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I was in the lab quite a while, just sculpting. I was living in the sculpting room. So yeah, this is my first sculpt. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've tried.
Amazing.
So.
Yeah, excuse me for getting in so close, but it's worth
that's
it.
fine.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to get these details in here, and also just all the brushing. You know, you were flinging paint all over that shop last night.
I was kind of frustrated with painting, honestly. But
the thing is with that, it's about layers. It's about you just got to keep putting on more brush strokes and more brush strokes. But you did it. You kept but you kept at it, and you didn't give up. And that's why it looks so luscious when you get in there, and you can see like the little reflections of the yellow on the highlights. I still don't know where this thing's eyes are, and I still don't care, because I still know. It's like I know that they're in here somewhere, but what is just a crazy character, you know, and it doesn't have to, but, you know, I don't understand the anatomy, I don't understand where the details are, but I know I'm scared of it, and I could see it stomping through a forest.
Yeah,
so.
it's supposed to be like it's good for the forest too, but, with humans that are harmful to things, they kind of get absorbed by it, and their essence are kind of gone. But, if it's a pure human, like pure at heart, and he wants to defend the forest, it actually doesn't kill him, but changes him to some other type of entity, guardian, a little bit different. So
I would love to see this whole world.
Yeah.
You know, like really just seeing it, because you had a bunch of great sketches on the table too.
Yeah,
just to see them all done up. I mean, not that you got time for this, but I can just see it in my head. It would just be this whole fantastic world where, you know, the trees are stomping around and the monkeys are running in fear, and it's cool.
I could easily see this in McFarlane Toys packaging.
Oh yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been surprised. It's really turned out nice.
And their sculptures are really detailed when you look at them. And the maquettes that they make them, the big 2-up ones, are also super detailed. So you have to put in this amount of work, or it's not to their quality.
Mm-hmm. Especially the newer ones nowadays, as
Yeah.
compared to the older 1994 series.
You took in a lot of feedback from the kids' test. It definitely shows in the final piece.
Yeah, also a thing for children too, like from my experience as a child. Things like this that are very different from what you normally see. Usually it brushes upon this point of imagination, and it spurs more imagination, and the kids can generate other ideas and open up their minds more.
Yeah.
It's always great to slide in a save the forest message without being overly forward about it, and it's great. And when they were seeing the prototype and the boards that you had, the kids just, they were so engaged. Like, yeah, he protects the forest and he fights the men because men are evil. Yeah.
You can see this guy fighting for the forest instead of like, oh, let's save the butterflies because it's the right thing to do. He's gonna be like, if you touch that chainsaw, I'm ripping your head off. That's a whole other story, and that's great.
And yeah, I was surprised that a lot of the children recognized that he, by his the stance of my prototype he was more of a positive character. That was more. Actually, one of them did say it was a guardian before I even said anything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess that shows something. But for my original concept, and he kind of originally he stayed to what I had drawn. He didn't really change much. So
yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. I didn't change much.
Cool. Stuck to it.
Yeah. Great.
Very cool looking.
Oh, thank you.
Very tough.
Oscar, can we do your